What's up, powerful people? My name is Eli. You can call me Super Kid, and I'm here to welcome you to part 3 of West of Loathing here on Super Kid Plays. Powerful people, if you're excited for today's video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell, leave any comments you have for me in the comment section, and share this video with anybody you think might like it, powerful people. In today's episode, I want to go talk to this lazy bastard. Boring Springs Sherf. Howdy, stranger. Welcome to Boring Springs. I'm the Sherf in these parts. The what? He sighs. The sheriff, okay? Blasted sign painters. Say, you wouldn't happen to be looking for work, would you? As a matter of fact, I am. Great, because I happen to have some. There's a gang of hoodlums around here what call themselves the Fricker Gang. Last time I arrested one of them, they busted him out and took my cell door with them. It ain't much good without the door. And I need somebody tough, smart, and or slick to go fetch it back for me. Why don't you do it? You're the Sherf after all. I gotta stay here and practice my chair tipping. Fair enough. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Funny you should say that, because I'm sending the deputy along with you to keep you out of trouble. He takes a pistol out of his desk and hands it to you. The deputy pistol. Deputy? You deputized a gun? You're new in town, maybe you ain't noticed, but there ain't much to do here except drink. Here, let me write down where the Fricker Gang hideout is for you. He makes a little note on your map. You discovered a new map location, the Fricker Gang's hideout. Got it, I'll be back with the door. Alright. To the hideout with us. Thud Fricker, the Fricker Gang's intrepid lookout, appears to be taking a little nap. Wake him up. You poke Thud with your boot. He slowly gets to his feet. Hey, you're not supposed to be here. Thud is, well, let's say he's no Rhodes Scholar if we assume that it's 7 years from now, and that idiom makes sense. You feel bad about the idea of killing him. Walk away, Thud. Thud, you don't want this life. Take a hike. Okay, you're probably right. Thud stumbles off into the desert. He'll probably be fine. We got the perk Honorable. Alright. It just gives you honorable options sometimes. Cool. Pile of random stuff the Fricker Gang stole. Finders keepers. Recovered mug, pair of silver cufflinks, and 25 meat. If I wore a fancier shirt, I might have some use for these. That's funny. Alrighty. The Fricker Gang. One of the Fricker boys is dozing in a bathtub. Psst. Can you pass the soap? He mumbles and hands you a bar of soap before sinking deeper into both sleep and the tub. You got an item, bar of soap. Cool. Tie him up. You grab a nearby length of rope and carefully tie his hands together, then to the handles of the tub. The Sherf can come collect him later. Fair enough. I want to go back to Boring Springs. I can't remember what the trade for the soap is. It might be useful, though. So let's see. Lock, yes. I don't need it yet, but I will. I'll trade you the soap for a lock. Braid, though you really don't think his name is actually Braid, takes your soap and hands you a lock. Alright. Cool. Now let's head back in there. Take care of these motherfuckers. You cautiously approach the Fricker Gang. They're pretty engrossed in their poker game, so it doesn't actually require that much caution. You hide behind a barrel and eavesdrop on their conversation for a while. The one with the eye patch is quiet, but you gather that his name is Snipe, and that the squirrely one is his brother Wimpy. What's your play here? Approach them and talk. Howdy, boys. Deal me in? The one without the eye patch raises an eyebrow at you. Who are you? How'd you get past Thud and Soapy? What do you want? I'm here for the Sherf's door. I'll show you the door. The door to hell. He reaches for his gun. Okay, then, a fight it is. All right. Wow. Shit. I will kill you. He had a rifle. What the hell was that? I light you on fire. Can't hit me? That's kind of funny. Maybe we'll get lucky and take him out. Oh man, one more turn. Is he like not getting anywhere close to me? That's pretty funny. The leaders of the Fricker gang are dead by your hand. The Sherf will be proud of you, though you're not sure how your mother would feel. Time to recover the Sherf's door. Oh, some meat. Nice. And the Sherf's cell door is now ours. Let's head over to the Sherf and give him his damn door. I see the Fricker gang hasn't put a stop to your breathing. Did you rescue my cell door? You hand the Sherf his door and he hangs it back on its hinges. Nice work, stranger. This here prison cell just got about 4 times more secure. Are there any Fricker boys left for me to round up? Yeah, 1 or 2 that are asleep on the job. I'll go round them up shortly then. Looks like I owe you a reward. He produces a big bag of meat. You gain 400 meat. Got another little task for you if you got some time. Should be a lot simpler than the last one. What you need? Well, the Frickers busted the lock when they took the door. Gonna need a new lock. I just so happen to have one. You hand the Sherf the lock. That'll do nicely. The Sherf puts the lock on the cell door, then accidentally drops the key and it clatters into the cell. Hellfire! Don't suppose you know how to pick a lock, stranger? You got a needle handy? I'll see what I can do. You deftly pick the lock. I unlocked your cell for you. The Sherf walks into the cell and picks up the key. He looks around for a place to hide it and eventually sticks it under his hat. Thank you kindly, stranger. If Boring Springs ever gets any more criminals, they'd better watch out. That's a good job you done. Don't mention it. Here, have this as a souvenir of your time in Boring Springs. A replica Sherf badge. Thanks, Sherf. This is a plastic facsimile of the Sherf's badge. He usually gives them to children who tour the jail. It gives me +1 armor. That's cool. I think we did everything that we got to do. I'm not sure though. Let's go to the bar. Found these mugs. All right. 23 XP. Let's go with some gumption. Do 2 gumptions actually. We still have 8 left. Okay. These two are playing poker, or at least trying to. Oh yeah, I read this before. They keep looking back and forth from their hands to the how to play poker card that came with their deck, biting their lips and concentrating real hard. Can I play? You look at them they look at you nervously. Look, I have some meat. Let's play. You put 20 meat on the table and sit down before they can say no. One of them shuffles the cards sloppily and deals a new round. You get a pair of 10s plus a 2, a 3, and a king. Let's bet crazily, I guess. Eat this. All in, suckers. Sweat gushes from their faces as they read the how to play poker card again, but eventually they both add 20 meat to the pot. Okay, read them and weep. You show your pair of 10s plus 2, 3, king. The guy on the left has a full house, 2 jacks and 3 aces. And the gal on the right somehow got a straight flush, 2 through 6 in hearts. Outfox them. You explain that jacks are worth 9 points each, giving the guy on the left a total of 21 points, to the gal on the right's 20, and you're 25 plus a king. And the king represents King Ralph the Ninth, whom the western colonies revolted against because of unfair taxes, so they owe an extra tax of 10 meat each. They nod in understanding and push more meat across the table at you. You collect your winnings and stand up. They thank you for helping them learn the game. You gain 60 meat. Very nice. What do you say, Pete? Who, me? Well, oh yeah. Pete takes a swig of his whiskey. Pete notices the shiny rock you're carrying with his wild eyes, and his wild eyes light up. That there is a right shiny rock you got, stranger. I'll give you 7 meat for that rock. Sell it to him. Sure, here you go. He grabs the rock and sticks it in his belt pouch, grinning. Thank you kindly. Pete notices the nugget of silver you found earlier. I'll take that old silver nugget off your hands if you like. Give you 81 meat for it. I'll sell him the nugget, sure. You give him the nugget, he smiles and hands you some meat. Fine and dandy. Pete squints and points at the unrefined meat ore you're carrying. You ain't seem like someone got much use for unrefined ore, stranger. I'll buy it off of you for 73 meat. I'll sell it to him. Pleasure doing business with you. Pete's eyes narrow as the gears in his head start to click. He fixes his gaze on you, and the tick in his eyelids seems more pronounced. Listen, kid, all this stuff what I've been buying from you, you've been spending time underground, ain't you? Well, you listen to old Pete's advice. You'll stay out of ore hole if you know what's good for you. There's stuff down in the 40th level that ain't worth messing with for a fella wants to keep his eyes, if you catch my meaning. Not sure I do, but thanks. Alright, let's go get a horse. I think I want the crazy horse. Good afternoon, sir. What can I do for you? Can you sell me a horse? Sure thing. I should warn you, though. Horses get mighty attached to their riders. Once you've bought one, you won't be able to change your mind later. Which one are you interested in? Give me the one with the crazy eyes. Okay, I gotta warn you. This horse has seen some stuff. But I'll sell him for 1,000 meat. Is something wrong with him? Not as such. He's perfectly functional, but well, he's always sneaking off to Thousand Snakes Gulch to chew on the loco weed that grows there. And that makes him see crazy things? I think it's more like he does it to forget about the crazy things he sees all the time anyway. Cool, color me intrigued. I'll take him. Thanks, here's the key. Safe ride. What shall your name be? It's not very creative. But I like Crazy Horse. Are you sure you want to name your horse Crazy Horse? Yes. Crazy Horse was a bad motherfucker in the past. Alright then. Crazy Horse the horse. It's got a nice ring to it. Oh, and I almost forgot. Free with every horse purchase is a complimentary map. You get the southeast-west map. Thanks. Oh, I can follow it to Dirtwater. Alright. Is there anything else to do here? Leaning rightly. Alright. Once you leave Boring Springs, you won't be able to come back. Any unfinished business you've got will forever remain unfinished. Are you sure you're ready to leave? On second thought, do I have to talk to Crazy Pete? What do you say, Pete? Who, me? Well, heck, I say all kinds of things. For instance, I've been mining these mountains longer than a slam jammer rock skunk can whistle Dixie. Uh-huh. Alright, I guess we just use the map. Alrighty then. You're properly horsed and ready to start your new life in the West. All you need now is a partner. Somebody to share the trail with. Somebody you can rely on for emotional and combat support. Let's take Crazy Pete. You pop back to the saloon and collect Crazy Pete. Hit the trail. You consult the southeast west map the hostler gave you. It only lists two things: the town of Dirtwater and the Manifest Destiny Railroad Company's westernmost camp. All right. And here we are on day one, the first day of the rest of my life. What's up? What's happening, Pete? Well, now, if you're interested in mining and such, I happen to know a little mine not too far from here. Okay. Is it a good one? Ain't never been. We'll have to explore it and find out. Ooh. We discovered Snake Pit Mine. What do you think we should do next? Well, now, if you're in a hurry to push west, I'll say a train will get us there a mite faster than horseback. You got a railroad camp marked on the map. On that map of yours, right? Oh, yeah. Well, let's head into the Jewel Saloon. Howdy there. Always nice to see a new face in town. Welcome to the Jewel Saloon. Hi, thanks. I'm Zoth. Glad to know you, Zoth. Folks around here just call me Lloyd. What can I do for you? Nice to meet you, Lloyd. I saw the sign out front advertising a room. That's right. Finest room in the house, and plenty of room for your partner, too. You interested? How much does it cost? Well, that's where you're in luck. The previous tenant was a banker fella, and he paid a month in advance right before getting himself killed by bandits. You seem like a decent sort, so the room's yours if you want it. Gratis. Wow, wow, great. The old man stares off into the distance, listening to the piano. Try to talk to him. He doesn't react to you at all. The piano player is not very good at his job. Agreed. This is a spittoon, which is a sort of brass bucket that people spit into instead of spitting on the floor, because not spitting at all is not an option in this society, I guess. I say this despite knowing that you're pretty intimately familiar with spittoons already, sicko. Inspect it. Look, the Jewel Saloon is pretty nice as saloons go. Actually, glass in the windows, more than two kinds of drinks, a poker room instead of a cockfighting pit, but this spittoon is still a spittoon. The rancid tobacco spit inside it isn't fancy rancid tobacco spit. Let's inspect it. Here we go again. Alright, fine. You are now hunkered down next to a brass filth bucket, which has probably never been cleaned or emptied because you're near the desert and ambient humidity around here is pretty low. Low enough that the spit evaporates nearly as quickly as it accumulates. So that's good, right? No, that's bad. Because it's only the water part of spit that evaporates. This brass bucket is half full of the rest of the spit. The toxins and filth that don't evaporate, several years worth, distilled and concentrated until it's the consistency of molasses. People aren't allowed to flick cigarette butts into the spittoon anymore because they'll bounce out. Let's search it. You're about to put your hand into a bucket of something the color and viscosity of maple syrup, except instead of maple, it's flavored with the inside of the mouths of people who chew cigars instead of smoking them and have never brushed their teeth. Yeah. Glorp. Feels like putting your hand into a bucket of lukewarm tapioca pudding. Except instead of tapioca, it's basically poison. It smells like someone ran over a skunk, waited a week, then set it on fire. It feels like your hand is dissolving. Keep searching. You found something. You found a tacky, filth-covered porcelain cow figurine. A useless, disgusting thing that will make a great heirloom for your children, assuming they're still able to have any. Assuming you're still able to have any, and they don't. And you hate them. Filthy porcelain cow. You have to hold this little porcelain cow upside down because it's filled with tobacco spit, and you don't want it to spill out the little hole in the bottom of it. Goes in my offhand. 3 melee attack damage and 3 spell damage. I don't know. Kind of like the porcelain cow. Alright, let's try that out. That gal doesn't look like she's in the mood to talk. They're engrossed in a conversation. Leave them be. It's your partner. These guys must have fallen asleep during a brawl. Well, this is my room. Nice view from up here. There's a postcard on this little table. I got a blank postcard. This is a blank postcard. Maybe you should write to your family back home. In case you don't know how the mail works, you send these by going to a building called post office and giving it to the correspondence wizard who works there. Okay. I could sleep if I felt like it. I can look at myself in the mirror and insult myself. I don't want to do that. All right. These guys are having a spirited discussion about guns and which of theirs is nicer. The man points to the sign on the counter. Slop, 5 meat. Let's buy some slop, I guess. Get paid a plate of slop. Oh, plus 5 max HP for the rest of the day. Sure, I'll do that. I got the effect slop fed. Which is what exactly? Oh, it's just a 5 XP. All right. There's a sign that says, see bartender for darts. Now we're in the kitchen. What are you doing in here? Employees only, bud. Oh, sorry, I was just, looking around. So you're the nosy type, eh? Well, I prefer adventuresome. As it happens, there's something you can do for me. It's out of salt. I'm out of saltpeter. And need someone to go pick me up some more. Damn. Saltpeter? Isn't that used to make gunpowder? And other things. Look, who's the chef here, me or you? Okay, where can I find it? Your best bet's at a military camp, because it's used to make gunpowder. Shut up. The nearest one is Fort Cowardice. They keep it in little green jars. The chef marks the fort on your map. Nice. Okay, be right back. This is where the chef preps ingredients for cooking. It's also where he parks his beer. Atop this pot-belly stove is a pot full of slop. A pot stovetop slop pot. Pot stovetop slop pot. It's pretty hard to say. This shelf is full of canned and bottled ingredients and boxes of slop helper. This lady's too busy washing dishes to pay attention to you. Okay. The stage of the Jewel Saloon. A cowbell. Okay, apparently that doesn't do anything. This chair fell over. Set it back up. There we go. Great. Alright, that doesn't do anything. I got it. This poster says rules of poker, followed by hundreds of weird rules in tiny print. Read one of them. 6s are wild unless accompanied by 2 5s. 4 sevens of spades and a pair of 6s count as a backward straight. Cross-eyed queens are wild and 6s of hearts are double wild. Kings are wild unless accompanied by a pair of jacks. Whatever, y'all. This table's full up. No room at this table. They're just all pointing their guns at each other. That's hilarious. There's an empty seat at this table. Play poker. You sit down at the poker table. A dealer emerges from somewhere in the back and sits down next to you. The lady to your right introduces herself as Marge, and the player to your left says his name is Yancey. The dealer tells you that the ante is 20 meat. The dealer gives the deck a shuffle, then deals. A hand of cards glides across the table to you. It's a totally garbage hand. An 8. It's the first round. The pot is 60 meat, and you estimate your chances of winning at around 10%. I'll check. Marge raises. I'll call. You lose. Okay, move on. It's the second round of betting. The pot is 120 meat, and you estimate your chances of winning at around 15%. Oh, we got 30 seconds left. I'm going to cleverly strategize. You adjust your strategy based on what you know about your opponent's hand. Plus 20 chance to win. Hell yeah. It's the last round of betting. Time to do or die. The pot is 120 meat, and you estimate your chance of winning at around 35%. Let's check again. She reluctantly raises. I'll call. You force your opponents to read them and weep. A straight. Marge grins and reveals her hand. A flush. Yancey smiles broadly and reveals his cards. A straight. You win. You gather your haul. How did I win? I had a straight. They had a straight. Whatever. I don't even know. But I'm going to walk away. And powerful people, I'm going to walk away from this episode because that's the end of it. We played some poker. We had a few laughs. We got to dirt water. That was really funny. And we ate some slop. It's been quite a day. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please do me a favor and hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell. Leave me any comments you have, and please share this video with anybody you think might like it. Those things all help out a ton. Next time, powerful people, I don't know, we're starting to get a couple of things to do. I think somebody gave us some more to go. Oh, Fort Cowardice, that's right, to go see about the saltpeter. Well, we can go check that out in the next one, powerful people. But until then, my name is Eli. You can call me Super Kid. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe. Peace and love.